Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. How's it going? Happy Friday. I'm waiting for Instagram to pick up the stream. There it goes. Pick up the stream. There it goes. How's everybody doing? All right, I'm going to wait for some of y'all to come online. Myself included. Holy moly. What a week. What a life. What a time. What a beingness. What a body. What a what a time. What a body. How's everybody doing? Kristen Ryder here, Pop-Up Tarot Live. Happy Friday, September 5th. We've got Uranus going retrograde after midnight Eastern time tonight. That's going to be interesting. Goes back into Taurus in November. And then Sunday, we are waiting for we are anticipating the apex of a total full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Hi, Wesley. I've been feeling you this morning. It's hot down in Texas, isn't it? Thanks for being here, Wesley. Hi, Kathy. Y'all, is this surreal or what? Holy moly. I had the wildest day yesterday. I'm praying that doesn't happen today. Did get my newsletter out, thank goddess. We're preparing for this full moon lunar eclipse. Yeah, how is it September already? None of us know. And how's it Friday already? None of us know. But this full moon is going to apex at 15 degrees Pisces on Sunday, U.S. Eastern, 2:08 p.m. in the afternoon. Sandra Walter, who I've been doing unity meditations with for 9 years, and now Pam Gregory does U.S. Eastern 2 p.m. Standard. I highly recommend all of us to sit our buns down on the planet and do a unity meditation prior at 2 p.m. Apex is at 2:08 to feed our soul, knowing that we're all doing our work. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. My Platonic Sound program is available for purchase. If you watch Astro Mingle, just tell me you do so you can get an extra discount. It's the cheapest and most efficient way to experience what I'm up to in my work. And it's limitless. You get an hour-long sound bath at the end of every platonic solid. It's next reality, new reality, which I incarnated to create. And if you're watching this, you probably did too. If you're alive, that's what you're here for. Woo, it's getting sticky out there, isn't it? It's going to be hot today. I'm hoping I get to go to my pool later. I do have availability for sessions next week. If you're in need of something more detailed for your soul, I'm happy to be of assistance. But that's not going to happen till Monday. I've got some of my own work I need to do for myself so that I can have my cup running over to be of the best service to all of you. And I love you and thank you for being here. All right. Yeah. Everybody's got a lot going on. Yeah. All right. All right. I was feeling you, Osho. I know we did Brittany's deck for all 12 signs last week, but today we're going to keep it quote unquote real. I have to say quote unquote real because what is real? What is real? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're ascending. That's real. And this is what it looks like. And it can get messy. Yes, please remember to like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel. I gratefully appreciate it. And that is one of the best ways you can support me if you don't know how to otherwise. All right. So I know all right, here everybody comes. Here it comes. Thank you. Oh, I should put my QR code before I go in. Thanks, Kathy. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I can't wait to see you next Friday. And that's how that goes. All right. So let us pull. We're going to be pulling. Sorry, y'all. This is what happens when I channel. Everybody's talking, all the angels, all the guides, my higher selves. Everybody's getting really excited. You're renewing your vows Saturday, Wesley. That's beautiful. Oh, congratulations. I just inhaled some of my spit for you. Mm. hmm I am sending blessings through the plasmic waves of your reunification of your new evolved selves. I love it, Wesley. Congratulations. Love, 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 love. All right. All right. All right. Wow. They really want me to shuffle a lot today, y'all. This is going to be interesting. It does sound so beautiful, right? Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to the weekend and some. Glad the moon's in Aquarius. Okay. All right. Everybody's flying out. All right. They're okay. All right. All right. All right. So let's get this party started. Okay. All right, Aries. Aries coming out with you first for the Aries for this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. What can be of best assistance for the Aries this week? Here it is. Ooh, all right, Aries. You are being asked to be bold and courageous for this lunar eclipse in Pisces. Now, for all of you, this is going to be in your 12th house, right? So have courage to have the faith that you need in order to be the leader in freedom, in the trailblazing way that you're being asked to facilitate that new way of beingness, that sovereign, free way of being the leader. We don't know what it looks like because we've all been enslaved for fucking ever. Sorry, I'm just going to call it how it is. Everybody's freaking out about everything that's getting disclosed right now. Welcome to the truth. It's a tough nut to crack. Eyes open, everybody. This is the apocalypse. And Aries, you are leading the way of being the courageous one, saying, you know what? The seeds have been planted, everything is set. We're going for this retrograde. Saturn's back in Pisces. We're waiting for Neptune to join. Watching out for the delusion, disillusionment. Bonjour, Lane. Yay. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Say hi to your daughter. Okay, we've got a Saturn and Pisces, Christianity, and Christ came here to say, be like me, not follow me. So, taking that leadership to the next level, we are the Christ. We are the Christ in consciousness. My name's Kristen. Love it. Yeah, I think I'll just do it now. Wishing you so many blessings. You guys, I kind of love it when these little bots come in because, and I love that y'all have my back. Thanks so much. So yeah, Aries, you're really being asked to do things in a new way, ways that you've had a feeling that you need to start and initiate. And, Jupiter's squaring your ruling planet. Everybody's ego is getting a little triggered. Take care of yourself, then others. But doing it in a new way with the healed ego online. Yeah. And that takes courage and standing in your truth, Aries, your truth. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, Taurus for this lunar eclipse in Pisces. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Oh, God, I feel like this is for me. Turning in, honoring the feelings, Taurus, and noticing and observing all of the ideas of all this guidance that's being received in this, but trusting your gut first, Taurus. Trusting your gut first. We all have to trust our own gut first. There's so much shenanigans that's imploding in the external reality. When in doubt, go within. When in doubt, go within. This is called the turning in card. When feelings get overwhelming, go within. When something seems too much to handle, go within. When emotions are needing your attention, go within, because those feelings are the indicator that something is out of alignment and you need to get grounded, Taurus. Get your feet barefoot on the ground. Go lean against a tree. Shut out the outer noise and go within and honor your own truth. Truth is coming in a lot for all of us. And all of us have a different perspective on these truths because of how all of us have been programmed in different ways and what we've said yes to and what we have not. So, what works for you? And it can be crunchy to look at it, y'all. I've been looking at it for a while. It is not pleasant to see. And we've all been betrayed. Okay? Okay. No matter what. Well, all right. So, Gemini. Ooh, you're gonna have an interesting. Okay, yeah. All right, Gemini for this a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. That's interesting. My left shoulder. Yeah, Gemini. Okay, the understanding card. This is also an emotional card, Gemini. But you're coming to the awareness that you're the one that has imprisoned yourself with limited thinking or the way you've been thinking about yourself, telling yourself those less than thoughts, not the loving thoughts. Uranus is going to be retrograding in your sign at 1 degree. So, Uranus is the innovator, the higher technology, it is the higher octave of your ruling planet, Mercury. So, how can you innovate your self talk, Gemini? Yeah, so that you can honor, okay, this is interesting. I've had this idea, I've had that idea. Oh gosh, neither of them are elevating and helping me have that divine neutral aspect, right? Divine neutrality is huge for all of us right now. But for you, Gemini, it's like, oh, I thought it was this person outside of myself or my quote unquote bad twin. And no, it was me. It was my heart telling me less than communications about myself. I need to think more loving thoughts about myself and talk to myself in more loving ways. Yes, Gemini. And you are the communicator. So help us innovate those greater communications with love and always compassion. Cancers for this week ahead. Full moon in Pisces. It's going to be trining some of you. All right, for the Cancers for this week ahead. Ooh, all right. Yeah, it's going to be hitting some of you. We've got a lot of water cards here. Pisces is, in mundane astrology, a water sign. I feel it is the element of ether in evolved astrology. We'll see what it all means. But for you, Cancer, you're being asked to let go of, and you've been expanding so many feelings, as we all have in the Cancer consciousness. And it's time to know and trust that we can let these feelings go in order to clear the space and join that unity consciousness. So, Cancers, this may be aspecting some of you a lot more than others, and it's okay. All right. So, letting those less than feelings. Libras, hi, sappy dreams. Yeah, dreams have been a lot. I will be doing Libras in just a few signs. Thanks for being here. So, Cancers, you're being asked to let go of those less than feelings, less than situations, less than all of it in order to step in to the great mama and papa bears that you are. All right. So, going on to the Leos for this full moon in Pisces. Leos for the full moon in Pisces. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, all right, Leos. We've got the Judgment card. All right. So, for a lot, for all Leos, you've got this eclipse happening in your 8th house. Yeah, in your 8th house, which is sex, death, taxes, intimacy, other people's money, which means the sun, the reality that you're working on creating anew, is in your 2nd house of worth. And one of the shadow sides of Virgo energy can be judgment. That's what this morality card is asking you to look at. Are you being too hard on yourself with your self-worth, Leos? Are you being too hard? Look, if you're being too hard on yourself with your self-worth, you're judging others. This is how judgment works. This is why the saying, judge not, lest ye be judged. right? And Virgo wants things to be perfect in new earth, new reality, and everything we are stepping into and creating for ourselves. So, yeah, Leos, and you rule the sun. The sun is in the second house. Mm-mm. If it's keeping your heart from feeling its most brightest and lightest, Leo, set it down. Just set it down. Set it down. Judge not, lest ye be judged. I am finding, I feel like I repeat so many things, and, the message, and this is in my sound healing most and foremost, and that's one of the reasons I do that technology, because it's limitless and it keeps the mind out of it and it keeps it in the frequency, right? Uranus retrograding tomorrow at just after midnight Eastern. That's going to be like, okay, where do we all need to elevate how we talk to ourselves so that we can be in that innovative frequency of using words that elevate, using communication with ourselves that help us get to the next level. It's going to be interesting when it goes back into Taurus in, I think it's October. Well, it retrogrades. That's Pluto. I have too many planets going on. Moving on. All right, Virgos. Whoo, Virgos, I know a lot of you are getting hit hard. All right, Virgos, for this lunar eclipse, the extra thing for you, Virgos, lunar eclipse in Pisces, is that it? All right. You do have two new moons in your sign. Yeah. All right, Virgos, schizophrenia. Now we're into the head. We're all into the head in the astrology now, everybody. This is the schizophrenia card. Should I stay or should I go? If you don't know, let go of both, right? If you don't know how to protect your heart, Virgo, you're going to be into a master test in the solar eclipse on September 21st of what you really want to become in this world. You are the anchors of ruling the reality consciousness. And on this full moon for you, particularly Virgo, if you're not sure, let all of it go. If you're not sure, let all of it go. Sappy Dreams, I am a Pisces ruled Taurus. I'm a step 16 Taurus. However, in my draconian chart, I'm a step 15 Virgo. um, so I'm an earth sign. Thank you for asking, Sappy Dreams. I love having you here. Please like, subscribe, and share if this resonates with you. Yeah, so Virgos, because this is going to hit some of you hard because it's your opposition, right? This is the full moon. So let the less than feelings that your spirit and your soul are saying, you know what? I'm just going to surrender this relationship first and foremost with myself. Some of us are going to be having relationships that are no longer meant to come with us in our new reality. But for you, Virgos, because you can get self-critical, get out of your mind, drop into your heart, and let both situations go and surrender it to God. That's what I'm going to say to you. All right. So, Libras, this is for you, Sappy Dreams, and all of my Libras coming up. This is going to be well, the sun is in your 12th, so you're getting ready for your birthday. All right. For Libras, for this full moon in Pisces coming up, it's right here. Woo! All right. All right, Libras, you've got the Thunderbolt. This is 16 in the tarot. This is known as the Tower card, Libras. Yeah, it's a soul card, Libras. So it's the Tower. If it's not working, Libra, you're not good at forcing something anyway. It has to come to an equilibrium for you, or you can't be in your heart about it. It doesn't make you come online to create. And this is a Libra ruled lunar eclipse, right? So what are you being asked? Let go of the relationship first and foremost to yourself that's making you feel like this. And it's like, all right, I'm going to give it to you. Fuck it. I can't figure this out. God, tell me the answers. Mother, Father, God in heaven, let me reveal the answer and let that which is no longer serving me be gone. Right. And there will be some relationships that come to a head. Everyone is going through so much right now, and it's okay. Everyone is feeling so much. That's where we all have to go. If you are on the planet right now, you said yes to this ascension process, and oh my goddess. And for you this week, Libras, if you feel in your heart that that divine neutral point of being in balanced relatedness is really no longer serving you, let it go. Just let it go. You know, just let it go. Be in your heart and allow. Allow is your ruling consciousness. Allow is the ruling consciousness of this Pisces full moon. So allow it. And that's Mother God consciousness coming into all of our consciousness. It's a whole new way, a whole new reality for all of us to be being. And I love you all. All right. Scorpios for this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Woo, all right, Scorpios, spiritual transformation. Yep, this moon is going to be trining some of you that have mid Scorpio season birthdays. And this is you using, Pisces rules. Pisces rules the subconscious, the dream realm, meditation, prayer, connection to Mother, Father, God consciousness, unity consciousness. The shadow of Pisces is delusion, illusion, escaping, not wanting to look at things. I don't know about y'all, but my dreams are off the charts. And my sleep has been so weird. So weird. Like, I'm like, what time is it now? Okay, let me see if I can go back to sleep. I guess I'll start my day. Nope, going back to sleep. Okay, here we are. So for you, and you are the transformation consciousness, Scorpio, by drawing the boundaries, right? Okay. You may have to be like, I am drawing this boundary so that I can create more space for myself to transform right? This is in your 11th house. So, well, the sun's in your 11th house, which is going to put the moon right opposite, depending on your natal chart. If you want a reading, go to my website. I will help you. But that deep transformation that your consciousness can facilitate. And y'all, this is the great thing of all of us being who we are. By us doing this inner work, we do serve the collective. That's how unity consciousness works. So if you don't know how to help your brothers and sisters, do the inner work that is required for you to be in spiritual alignment with your destiny. Leo, Sun, Virgo rising. Hi, Carrie. Yeah, it's been weird for all of us, sister. Judge not, lest ye be judged. I'm glad. And just keep it simple. Like, there's a lot of integrity in that statement. Good Lord. You do you. All this codependent, like, that's the shadow of Jupiter in Cancer, I've noticed, is a lot of weird codependent stuff and consciousness coming up. And it's like, no. Hi, Naru. Love and light to you all, to my spirit guides. I hope to meet you. How'd you go on your exam? All right. I love hearing updates. Okay. So, Scorpio, using and utilizing that transformation consciousness is going to help your soul mission. Go, Kathy, go. And my son. I love my son. Okay. As in my physical son, whatever. Whatever. All right. Having fun here, everybody. Sagittarius for this full moon in Pisces. Sagittarius lunar eclipse. All right, Sages, it's time. Yeah, Sages, utilize your element of fire. And I am cursing a lot today. For fuck's sake, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way and step into what you want to create now, Sag. Like, you have so many philosophies, so many desires, so many ideas. And it's like, all right, lock it in. And I feel like because Uranus is starting to oppose some of you, so when a planet retrogrades, it can amplify the energy of what's being asked to let go. Okay, we love you, Kathy. I had a feeling you were a dart now. I love you. See you next Friday. Yeah, Sagittarius, you're really being asked to get out of your own way. Stop sitting on the ideas and the philosophies and lock it into gear and make it so. Like, you're getting tough love today. And the creator is what we are doing when we're in that loving frequency. And Sagittarius, we need your consciousness more than ever. More than ever. Yeah, guides are really emphasizing all of us to step into our hearts of what our consciousness is and master it so we can all help each other, ourselves first and foremost, get to where we all want to get a lot faster, which is freedom, sovereignty, awareness, awakenedness, freedom, sovereignty. Rawr. Capricorns. All right, Capricorns, here we are for you this full moon in Pisces, Capricorns. Ooh, Capricorns, I like this for you. Slowing down, slowing down. It's so interesting because you've gone through the heat since 2008, Capricorns, and you guys are earth signs, and the sun is trining some of you, which means there's going to be some quincunxes, and this moon is going to be like, what is going on? Trining some of y'all's consciousness, activating it. And I'm talking to myself here. I'm a fellow earth sign as well. I have noticed, thank you, Kathy. I have noticed that I have been and become Virgo consciousness so much more productive when I slow it down. Love you, Kathy. Thank you. When I slow it down, I have found more efficient ways of getting things done. And Capricorns, y'all love to get things done. So allowing the tortoise to show the way, because slow and steady can win the human race as well. So you're really being asked to slow it down. Love you too, sister. Thank you. Um, yeah, slow it down. And, you know, I love to work. I have a lot of Aries in my chart, y'all. And this is what has been so humbling building my business the last couple of years. The fast and transformative way that all that Aries activates in me, it's like, oh shoot, I went too fast. I missed that I could have done it this way, and then I have to go back. Right. So allowing the slowdown can facilitate new ways of creating the business plan, the way of building something, the way of architecting something in ways that you didn't have thought of, in ways you couldn't have thought of before. So and that's a lot of benefit for all of us. And this is Capricorn, y'all have ruled the old paradigm, and that's it's so exciting to watch it self implode on itself. I'm having a great time. Yes. All right. So Aquarius for this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Your ruling planet is retrograding tomorrow. All right, Aquariuses. We got a mind card for you. All right. Well, and your ruler is going to retrograde tomorrow. So, like, how do I innovate the thinking around this? And it's trining Pluto, that is going to be going direct October 13th, right? Transforming your own frequency. This is not happening overnight, but some things are happening in the blink of an eye. So the burden that you may be feeling is because of thinking less than thoughts of yourself that are not transforming your frequency to the highest possibility it can be. It's a mind card. Get out of your head this week as much as possible, Aquarians, because the burden of the less than thinking is going to make you feel bogged down. You got to set it down, set it down. And this full moon is happening for you in your second house. If there is any less than feelings or thinking that makes you emotionally feel less than, it goes. Let it go. Let it go. Because you're weighing yourself down and it has to go. That's what full moons do. You got to let it go. All right. And God, just the energy of this card makes me exhausted and bored. And bored. All right. Pisces. Pisces. Full moon in you, quote unquote, anti birthday. Pisces for this full moon lunar eclipse in you. Ooh, very nice. We've got the flowering card for you, Pisces. It is a Libra Venus ruled full moon. So, what can you emotionally let go of so that you can become the god or goddess, very Venusian, very open to receiving in your day in, day out reality? Yeah. So it may require you to reassess and rearrange the relationship to yourself, first and foremost, emotionally, so that you can open up, so that you can become the receptive, open, receiving, allowing, flowing, beautiful essence of you. I'm talking to you, Elena. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, that's it for you. And yeah, for all of us, because Pisces, you rule the spiritual consciousness, subconscious dream realm. All of us to allow more. I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it for, well, yeah, I can say, well, a year and a half I've been doing this show, but I've been telling my clients that forever as well. But allow, allow, allow. It's a really hard thing for those of us that have been doing the spiritual work to allow and receive. And it's a superpower. Allowing and receiving is a superpower. All right, everybody. If you have a question for your personal selves, ask it in the chat by typing question in all caps. And then I am happy to facilitate and receive the answer for you. Yeah, everybody's been so busy this week. I'm like, it's a quiet show. I wasn't sure who was going to be here and who wouldn't be able to because there's a lot of chaos going on. And that's another reminder, if it's too chaotic for you, like shut off the boob tube, shut off, the electronics, go for a walk in nature, give yourself that time. Nuru, I had a feeling you were going to be the first one. Yay. Thank you, sister. I'm so happy to be of service. Grateful you're here. You're waiting for the approval to schedule and take the exam. It hasn't happened yet. Okay. Should I take it on a specific day? If I should wait to take before or after your birthday, 10/28? That is an interesting birthday. There's so much revealing and yeah, I mean, just astrologically knowing that that's your birthday and there's going to be a lot of shifts when we come out of these eclipses. September is transformational for all of us. So, and that was my son's original due date, which I'm fascinated by. Thank you for being here. So this is the thing. You are in your solar return, which is when the sun comes around in your chart to your sun. That's your birthday, 10/28. That's the solar return. Now, I can speak, and many of my other dear clients and friends and sisters and brothers can speak to this. 2025's subconscious purge, which is what happens before the birthday, is intense this year. And you're going to, in my opinion, just from your astrology, you will have more confidence in having access to that since you're purging all the subconscious yuck. so that you can have more faith and confidence to just be like, all right, doing it. All right. Oh, okay. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, I know. I got a lot coming in with that too. So, Naru, that's what I know astrologically just from your birth date. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to pull for a card for you, Noru, for her exam after her after her solar return. That's funny. Two cards popped out. Okay. Oh, I feel like you're going to love this card. Practicing feng shui and create a sacred space, right? Because you're a Scorpio and you've got transformation going. So, literally, by creating feng shui in your place, and I love to clean, y'all. God, I love to clean. Like, even when I think my house is dirty, you can still drink soup off the floor unless you see a spider that was on it like yesterday, scared the shit out of me. So this can help with the process of the sun going through your 12th through Libra season, which means, you've got all this Virgo and stuff now. Just creating a new space will help you transform and get out the clutter, right? Physically of the subconscious that you're going through. And then it creates a sacred space. All right. I have good things in here. And another card popped up for you, Nuru. Okay. You are being asked to forgive someone, Noru. Starting with yourself. Forgive someone. Yeah, starting with yourself. Okay. And that may get revealed when you rearrange a chair or put your desk in a different way, or you're being asked to get a new idea on what your future looks like. Bonjour, au revoir, Elaine. Thank you for being here. Love you. Okay. So Naru, you've got some inner work to do, and this is a great weekend to do it because this is your water sign, and this is a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So, yeah, you're being asked to rearrange. And just from knowing your astrological sign and your birth date, I suggest waiting till after that subconscious purge is done to take the exam. And thanks for the update on that. Okay, Sherry. Hi. Thanks for being here, sister. Due to the quiet this week, due to the quiet this week, business is slow. Yeah, and it's crazy after Labor Day, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, summer's over," but it's not somehow. Worrying about bills and need help with trust and flow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I understand. I understand. Okay, for Sherry. Help with her trust and flow. Trust and flow. Trust and flow. Ooh, was a fun one. And Brittany's deck wanted to stick with us here. Show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. Right. So when we get locked in and want to control, aka fearful, there's no room to flow, right? So yeah, so getting to the heart of it, Sherry, and shifting the focus of, okay, I have no control over this, and so many of us have this false program running in us, but it's that fear and clenching and wanting to control, right? And then okay, Carrie, I see yours too. So when we're in fear, there is no flow there. So literally shifting your focus of, oh, that's right, Sherry. I have valuable services that people need to understand I have and are worthy. And that's going to shift you into the flow that is needed to get you out of the fear and control of lack. Okay. And the fear, and where's the fear, control, and lack usually reside in our thinking, right? So, what are you focusing on consciously? Go to the heart, take a breath, get grounded, and then shine your light. and be like, hey, everybody, maybe you need to put out some marketing, be like, I'm here, y'all. I've got these great services. And then shine from the inside out and sparkle, 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 sister. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. And shift that consciousness. Yeah. Shift your thinking towards that. And that thinking is going to get challenged. Okay, how can I innovate my thinking after Uranus goes retrograde after midnight tonight? All right, we've got some more questions. Sherry, let me know if you need a little more depth on that, but it's literally that simple, sister, and you're amazing, and I love you. You're crushing. Yes. Okay, Carrie, I'm feeling like I need direction for career, starting a business, income, etc. I feel like I could go in different directions or something like that. LOL. What does spirit say? Okay. This is interesting for you, Carrie. And thank you for being here. Yeah, Osha wants to work with you. Yeah, okay. And there's a lot of okay, for Carrie in her career direction. Yeah, you got a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So you're being asked to meditate on this. This is the silence card. This is the soul card. And I feel like this is going to be helpful to a lot that are feeling like, I'm so talented. I have so many gifts, and so many of us are programmed to think that it's got to be one thing, right? But your heart and your soul are asking, okay, okay, pull yourself into your heart, Carrie, out of the head into the heart, similar to Sherry, out of the head into the heart, get quiet, meditate on it for 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Before you do that, they're showing you writing all the directions that your soul is asking that you could go, all the possibilities. Write out all the possibilities. Write them all out. Write them all out, because unity consciousness is like Prego. It all goes in there, right? So there's ways that we are becoming the multidimensional cells that we are, that's less that's limitless, right? So we don't do one or the other. We do this and that. There is some fine tuning, though, Carrie, of some things that are more locked into an obligation energy in your consciousness that can go, then simplifying that list, and then all of a sudden your nervous system is like, ah, that's it. So that's like a whole like full moon ritual you can do for yourself this weekend, and give yourself some silence and meditate on it, because there are a few things in those directions that can go because they are no longer in service to your soul service, your new direction of where you want to go. And once that obligation energy, just because I can doesn't mean you should kind of energy. So sit with that and then see how your heart feels about it. Proceed from there. That's a good one for anybody that's confused. Thank you for that question, Carrie. I pray that helped. You're welcome, Naru. Rearranging yesterday. Oh, good, good. No, yeah. Oh, thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. Took yourself down the rabbit hole. Let go. Forgive yourself. Perfect, Noru. Thank you. And you've been asking some great questions the last couple of episodes that have been in service to others. So thank you for joining. What's up, Sister Erin? Question in your heart today. No question that Sherilyn wants to be with you because she's a soul sister of mine as well. All right, question in your heart today is wait for it or do it myself. Vague, I know, but I'm slightly torn with this decision. Yeah, and these eclipses are intense, y'all. There's so much coming up to the surface and being revealed. And we're allowed to take it slow. We're allowed to do it. But when we get in that fear and this and that, and it's like, wait a minute, here's just a reminder for all of us, because I've gone through these shifts myself. Look at everything that we've gone through and gotten to in this now. Take that breath, that sacred pause, and be like, oh, I'm still here. It's worked out. That can help that allowing come in as well. And Sister Erin, let me get to your card for this question. Wait for it or do it yourself. I'm asking myself this question too, Malloy. Wait for it or do it herself. Highest choice point for Math Sister. What brings you the most peace about it? Because if doing it yourself, and I'm talking to myself here, we are not here in new earth, new reality now to do it ourselves. Pluto is in Aquarius until 2033. None of us are here to do it ourselves anymore. We've been isolated from each other enough, right? So, what brings the more peaceful feeling for you, Erin? Is that a new way of being to allow, which is the peaceful way, to allow and give that incubation time that I believe you have been given a quote unquote time. Saturn's back in Pisces. Time is an illusion anyway. But what makes you feel more peaceful in your heart? Figuring it out and freaking out and figuring it all out by yourself, or allowing and being a little more peaceful? And just the change in my voice, I know, and I know you already know, I can hear you. We're so telepathic. So being in the peace of it, what is going to make your heart feel more peaceful about it? And I love it that it's got, oh, I kind of can't see it in this. It looks like it's a Vesica Pisces in the higher consciousness, right? So, what is your higher self asking about it? Yeah, that's interesting because it also feels like when you open up and allow, the energy around it gets more flowing and there's more learning to be discovered in this new way of being, which is more peaceful. That's what that card says. Okay. Oh, I got it. Yay. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Sherry, that helped. Hello, Queens Rajasthan. Thank you for being here. Can you tell me that I can crack my G examination and get administration in it? Rourke, please tell me. Okay, these are some interesting words, and I don't know if they're typos or not. Okay, so for planes in this examination, keeping it simple for you, planes. Hey, y'all, if you're new here, thanks for stopping in. If you didn't mind liking and subscribing and sharing this, I appreciate it. Okay, so for planes and the G examination, for planes and the G examination, point. Oh, wow. This is a great one for all of us. Thanks for asking. And it feels like a lot of these questions are coming in for the last several questions. So thank you, everyone, for saying yes to the flow. So listen, your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear, right? So, and we're just talking from Sherry's question. This is so perfect that y'all are asking about these tested tests, literal tests. So, this is the fork in the road that we're all being asked, and thank you for this question, planes. So when you are in the energy in your soul saying, oh, I want to explore and study some more of this and see another perspective and perception of passing this exam. So when you're in that flow, in your soul is like, all right, it's time to create, it's time to study, it's time to be in it, it's time to do this. That's when you want to sit down and prepare for the exam consciously, emotionally. Queens. And then if you're beating yourself up about it, if the ego's like, you better study, you da 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 da, that's not the time because it's not gonna like sink in to literally your DNA and awaken, right? Our DNA has access to the story of our soul. So if any of us are beating ourselves up, that's the ego being fearful. So when the soul is wanting to create and being like, oh, now's a great time, and you're in that flow, Queens, that is when you can get in the energy to crack that exam. Okay. So you're doing great. And I think your ego is really tough on you. Giving some of your power away to other people in your class, other ways people do it, da 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 da. That's all less than. So when you find yourself focusing there, go back into the flow. And that's a supportive, masculine, feminine energy that we're all dealing with, especially this Jupiter Mars square. Okay, Queens, I hope that helped. Okay, hi, Barry. I was just thinking about you. What pep talk do the cards want to share with me today? Thanks for being here, Barry sister. I appreciate you. What pep talk does my sister Barry need for today? Woo! Good night. Wait, got some light language for you there, sister. All right, Barry, you're being asked to treat yourself to something beautiful today. You're being asked to treat yourself to something beautiful. Y'all, look at my Trader Joe's flowers back there. These roses have opened like nothing ever before. And there is a bouquet, right? But like they're saying, don't stop at the bouquet, Barry. Like take yourself out to your favorite restaurant. I love doing that, taking myself to the bar, going to the bar, getting dinner, talking to new people. That would be a great thing I'm such a Taurus. I'm like, give me some food. But that would be one thing that I love to treat myself. Maybe you want to get a mani-pedi, maybe you need a massage, or maybe you just want to get yourself some flowers. If you do get yourself some flowers and you want them to come like this, remember to take your consciousness and your love, bless your water, even blessing our water, everyone, before imbibing it shifts the frequency of the water. And we're what? We're almost all water. Go look up some Veda Austin stuff. She's like, no, y'all, we're like 99% water. And she does amazing freezings of pictures that the water takes in the memory of. So if you do choose to get yourself some water or whatever, bless your meal, bless your this. And this is something we can all do using that Pisces consciousness, tuning into spirit and blessing it. That's why they've been praying over food forever. All right, let's see here. Oh, good. Yay, Carrie. I'm glad that helped. Thank you for being here. Yes. And then I did you, Queen, I hope. Okay. And I hope that got to you. You typed it a lot. I hope that helped you. Okay. Resonated, study, then flow. So funny you buy yourself Trader Joe's flowers all the time, Barry. I love it. They're awesome, right? And I always put that flower food in there. And then I bless everything. My girlfriend Erin loves to come over and drink my water. She's like, I swear your water tastes better. And people have said that about my water for years because I bless everything. 1, 2, 3 on the East Coast. We are ascending. Okay, I answered that last question and I hope that helped you, Queens. Yeah. Okay. All right, we got a few minutes here. So I'm going to pull for the divine because all of those questions went so masculine and feminine with doubt. Yeah, you too. Yay. Okay. I'm going to pull. I'm shuffling a lot here. Okay, Mother, Father, God, consciousness. I would like a card. You're welcome, sister. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate you being here. Hey, y'all, if you're new or if you're old, do share this with your friends. Like, subscribe. I appreciate it. It's the best way to support me, and I appreciate donations. Okay. All right. Divine masculine for this weekend. That's funny. Divine masculine. All right. Divine feminine for this weekend. All right. And the neutral point to assist us in balancing the masculine and feminine. All right. Men, you get to go first. Ooh, all right, gentlemen. Gratitude. Thank you for the new chapter. I'm living my best life by my platonic sound program. It's rocking people's worlds. Um, for our divine masculine, which we all have, everyone, gratitude is always the best attitude. And if you're finding yourself in that less than or mm, hmm, gratitude for that's funny. All right. Gratitude for, wow, this is interesting, y'all. Well, we're getting real Pisces now. Gratitude for the old paradigm revealing to us all of the shadows that we all subconsciously and unknowingly consented to. Let us have gratitude for the old paradigm, the patriarchy, and the old ways of being, and gratitude for the new divine masculine that is being unearthed and birthed in this now. Wow, that got trippy. I love it. All right, divine feminine for this week. All right, yes. Meditation, lots of meditation. Y'all, if you don't have a meditation practice, start one. Because when we pray to God, that's the masculine, right? Expressing gratitude. But when we meditate, that's when we receive the answers. For our divine feminine, meditate on the feminine, meditate on allowing, meditate on receiving, meditate in the silence, right? And silence that went for you, Carrie, to open up and receive all the answers. Yeah. And then let's see what the neutral point is. Ah, I love it. Goddess of Earth. Goddess of Earth. Ground it into Gaia, y'all. Ground it into the core of Gaia. The Gaia of the Gaia. The core of Gaia and my heart are literally unified these days. And I am so excited to be of more assistance for you, my clients, Gaia, by getting out barefoot, honoring these sacred times, and allowing everything to be sacred. That's one of the best things we can do on this lunar eclipse. Like everything is sacred. Even in the miscreations, there's sacredness in it. 'Cause I know I've had my own apocalypses and there's more happening. The apocalypse is pulling the veil back. We can't unsee what's been seen, and we are getting shown so many miscreations in this now, and it's a gift. Give yourself permission to look at the tough stuff, starting with your own heart, so that you can meditate on how it makes you feel, have gratitude on all the strength we have, and make it sacred and ground it to Gaia in your heart and through it all. All right, everybody. Beverly, I'm wrapping it up because I went through all of my favorite questions. You recently purchased an Earth Warriors deck and have drawn so many sacred Gaia related to messages. Ooh, that feels like a deck I might like. I'm ready for some new decks. I'm a minimalist though, and I'm getting ready to make some changes, and that's in a purge, a big purge, which is also good for Virgo season. So talented, letting the energy. Oh, thank you, Barry. Listen, everybody, I love y'all so much. I love humanity. I love the planet. Oh my God, there's this guy on Instagram that just goes around and sings to all the animals. He's got elephants, tortoises, raccoons, and everything coming up to him. Allow your heart to sing, dance, and make everything sacred, and love yourself. Love yourself the best way you know how. Acknowledge where you have not been loving yourself. Remove those blinders and just keep on keeping on, guys. We are doing so great. I love each and every one of you so much. I so appreciate the likes, subscribing, and sharing. And I will see you next Friday, which is going to put us in between these eclipses. So thank you with all my heart. I love seeing y'all support each other. And until next week, I love and blessings.